So hello, I am in my old garage here, getting ready to start a project. I thought you guys might be interested in watching. Oh, my hair, look at that, that's great. All right, well, whatever. I borrowed my brother-in-law's kayak to take to the Apostle Islands. Amazing trip. Wish I had a video to show you guys from that because I had some amazing footage, but yeah, I lost my GoPro on York Island, so not to be found. We searched, I must have lost it. It was maybe 100 yards of one trail that we were on. It wasn't even a trail, we had bushwhacked through. And we went back and forth there 6 times, never found it. So that island ate my GoPro. So I wasn't so sad about the camera. I'm more sad about the footage because the Apostle Islands are gorgeous. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is because on my way back, I had to stop in Chicago, and I had researched with the kayak on top of my car. It was 7 foot 7 inches. So I thought, okay, where's the parking garage I'm gonna park? And the one I usually park at is 8 foot 2. All right, perfect. So I get in there, I'm going around, no spots to be had. I hit the 3rd floor, and all of a sudden, crash! I thought for sure I'd hit, I thought somebody backed into me, or I hit a pole. It didn't occur to me that I had hit the ceiling with the kayak. Somehow I had missed a sign that if you were over 7 foot 2, you needed to turn and go back down and find a spot there. I missed it entirely. And so I put a little hole in my brother-in-law's kayak, which fortunately for me, I feel terrible about it, of course. And you know, you don't like to borrow somebody's stuff and then break it, bring it back in worse condition. I usually like to bring things back in better condition than I got them, but not the case here. Fortunately for me though, his wife had been talking him into a new kayak, and so they sold me this one, as is, which for me, and at this point, you know, I was gonna have it professionally repaired for him, but for me, shoot, I can fix this. So I'm gonna go through the process. This is now my kayak, I purchased it today. I will be taking you through the process I go through. I'm gonna strip off all of the paint. You can see, I don't know if you'll be able to tell here, that whoever did the last paint job, yeah, a lot of brush marks and things like that. So I'm gonna try and do a little better job than that. Maybe, we'll see. This is my first time working on a kayak, so a little fiberglass work. I've never done fiberglass repair. Doesn't look too complicated, so I will give it a shot here, and hopefully I will be seaworthy before the next kayaking season in the spring. I'm gonna strip everything off. All this paint is gonna go. I'm gonna peel back this fiberglass and do some fiberglass repair here, and then I'm going to paint it some new colors, I think, because why not, right? Might as well have some fun with it. So that's gonna be my project, one of my winter projects this year, and I'll be taking you along for the ride. So I've started this project by removing all of the hardware from the outside of the boat here. Since I'm going to be repainting it, I figured I might as well clean everything off before I repair the fiberglass. I'm not going to bore you watching me do this over and over and over again, just to let you know that I have done it over and over and over again, and I still got a few left to go. So after I did a rough sanding of the whole boat, now I'm focusing in on just the area I'm going to do the fiberglass repair on. I've cleaned it all up. I've cut back the fiberglass that was in bad shape and cracked. I'm amazed looking at some of this, like right In here, this mesh has like no resin in it. It's very dry, so I'll be adding a lot of resin, soaking resin into that, adding a few layers of fiberglass, and then sanding it all smooth before I continue on with the prep work for the new paint. Moving right along. It's gonna be raining, so I wanted to get this part done outside before, so I could do the fiberglass repair indoors while it is raining. So that'll be next. Now that I've got everything cleaned up, I've got put a little parchment paper in here and tape that in place just to kind of create a mold to build up against, and I'm ready to place the fiberglass. I've cut some strips in the sizes I want. I'm going to go mix the resin and start applying it. Once the resin is cured, I am excited to start smoothing it up and sanding it and see how it looks. See how much filler I need to put in there just to make it nice and smooth. We'll see where we're at. So I have been sanding and sanding and sanding. I've sanded the entire boat down to 220. I've got everything nice and smooth except for the spot I've patched. It's smooth, but I feel there's a little indentation. So I'm going to take a little time and put a little body filler in there just to make sure it's nice and perfectly level and fared before I go to paint. So let's do that. Here's how it turned out. The patch all in, it's nice and smooth. I'm sure once I get a little paint on there, every little imperfection is going to show in there, but for now, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. So I'm going to get ready to mask it off and start spraying some paint.